Hi guys, so we have a special day today. It's the death anniversary of the author of the Zohar. So it's we can call it just the holiday of the Zohar, the Book of Splendor. And we know that for us, the Kabbalah Center, it's the main book that we are not only following because of the studies, but also it's a tool that by connecting to it, by having it, it creates a great energy of protection. And by us scanning and visualizing it, we gain consciousness and awakening of beyond logic understandings. But there are more to this day, and this is what I wanted to share with you. And the main thing I wanted to focus on is the energy of love. Now, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai promised that in this day, we can ask everything. He says, this day, it is in my hands, says Rabbi Shimon. But we need to learn how to connect to this day properly so we can really connect to that flow of blessings, protection, and all kind of things that we might draw, blessings that we might draw to our life. And the main thing, first of all, is really to be capable to clear ourselves, to protect ourselves from all type of judgment. Liftor et haolam midin, like really to clean the world from judgment. But the question is, how do we gain that? How do we connect to that aspect of the day? And the righteous are telling us, first of all, is by knowing that in this day there is a window in time that I want to connect to. So the knowledge is already a big deal, a big help for us. The second thing is that we want to appreciate that day. We can go next to something and not see it. So it's like not appreciating it. You don't see the light in it. You don't see the light in it. This light will not shine, right? Because we just don't see it. So this day, not only we want to know that it exists, and this day we want to acknowledge it, we want to appreciate and cherish this moment, this time to do useful things that will allow me to be on the same frequency as this day. The third thing is we want to awaken certainty. Because, with all the things that happens in the world, it's really easy to say, this light doesn't exist, or it's not here. How many times can I believe in this, How many times I can be fooled? Certainty, it's a choice. More certain I work to be, more blessings I can experience in my life. And this is a day that I don't want to allow any doubts to penetrate. The next thing is the use of the tools. All the tools that Kabbalah, the teaching of Kabbalah is revealing to us. If it is the 72 names, the Ana Bekuach, the Zohar itself, visualizing, trying to understand, doing an effort to crack, the code, to crack the understanding. All of this, the study itself, the sharing, the effort, all of those are tools, are guidelines of how can I connect to the energy of today. And eventually, to ask everything. How many times we're limiting ourselves? Just give me this. No, today, everything, all type of protection, all type of fulfillment. You're more than welcome to ask. Don't forget just to follow all the other things, as we said before. Knowing today energy, maybe study more about it, okay? Give yourself more time to study during the night, amazing. If it is appreciation, awakening certainty about a day, use the tools, and ask. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is saying, the author of the Zohar, the righteous that had the capacity really to remove all darkness away and left us the book of the Zohar until today to be as a shield of protection for each and every one of us that accept to have it. And he says, Anan chavivut atanya means my light is related to love, to care. And we want, in order for us, one of the ways to relate to the day is really work strongly to be more with care and more with love to our surrounding, to the other people. Because if we see today the situation, mostly conflicts, family conflicts, work conflicts, all kinds of conflicts, countries conflicts, all kinds of conflicts constantly. I don't agree with this one is making me nervous, the other one thinks the opposite than me. And if you think for a second, an argument, yes, if it comes to be a war, we have a problem. It's true. But the argument itself, for itself, is it a problem, truly? Think for a second about a situation that is a conflict to you, that is opposite to what you think or opposite to what you want to do. Maybe some blocks that happens to you when during your work, or obtaining certain blessings to your life, children, or understanding people that are oppositing your thoughts. How it makes you feel? What are the thoughts that you have about the other person, about the situation? What would you say about God, about the government, about someone that disturbs you? The fact that you didn't receive what you wanted. What do you think about that? What do you say about that? And what do you think about yourself at that moment? Less than, more than, making nervous? What kind of feeling it's awakening inside of you? Why it's so important? We want to understand this, to realize in which way, what kind of points it's awakening in me, that opposition. Because the opposition itself, by itself, the argument is not a problem. The difference between people is not a problem. Did you ever see a puzzle that we have the same piece again and again and again? No. Every piece in a puzzle is totally different. Same like us. Although we came from the same body, but because one puzzle cannot contain the same piece twice, we are all different. We are supposed to bring together to one, yes, but thanks to our difference is blessed. So I think the first thing that we want to say, what is my uniqueness? And I want to bless my uniqueness, and I want to bless my way of thinking, and I want to bless the way I see things in life. It's my way of seeing, and it's totally fine. But the same way that it's totally fine for me to see the world this way, it's totally fine for the other to think this way and to see this way the world. This and this is the truth. This and this is the truth. And the righteous are telling us that the revelation of light, הראייה והתגלות צריכה להיות עם התנגדות, means the light can be revealed only thanks to the opposition. Can you imagine? if there's no opposition, there's no new light. There's no revelation of something new in our life. Fire, life, yes, is always represented by a flame, right? You cannot create fire from just nothing. You need to have friction. And effectively, the righteous are telling us, Rav Shlag is telling us, the real reason why we would create something new in our life is the fact that the surrounding light will create friction with the inner light. The inner light is the one, all the blessings that we already know, we already have, we already worked for. The surrounding light is all the other blessings that wants to come to us. How can they come? They need to push. They need to create an uncomfortable situation. If it's too comfortable, nothing happens. When it's too comfortable, there's nothing that happens. There's no light, there's no energy, there's no blessing. We cannot create blessings from nothing. We have to go through opposition. So oppositions are good. They are the one that allow new light to be created. Okay? So then, if the light can be revealed only through opposition, so another question that we can ask ourselves is, what is my inner opposition? Because if I identify my inner opposition where I don't feel like, I don't have the strength to, I am afraid to go through that, I don't want to take responsibility, all those things are exactly the point in which the light wants to come in. In overcoming the fear, there are the blessings. In doing, although I don't feel like, there are blessings. It's all this light that say, it comes first of all, I have a blessing to give you. Oh, I don't want, I don't feel like, it's too hard. What if, I'm afraid. Run away. All those things is no, it's good. Seeing it first, overcoming, poof, I open the gates for those blessings to come. Another point that is related to this day, and it's the fact that it says by the righteous that the Creator is sending opposition to the righteous to make them stronger. Because if you think about the different righteous through the generation, it could be Abraham himself, Jacob, Joseph, each one of them had situation that made their life difficult, or people that create like that were opposite, thought and fought against. The brothers of Joseph throw him to the pit, they don't like him. Jacob had Esau against him, etc. So how come it makes us stronger? So few things in it. In all the opposition, the process of community, friendship, people. First of all, in this opposition situation, I don't want to lose myself. My uniqueness is important. But to the same level that I appreciate and I want to learn to appreciate my uniqueness, I want to learn to appreciate also the uniqueness of the other. The other thing, the second thing, is to respect the rules of the game in the community. The third, I'm not afraid from discussion, from conflicts. Those conflicts will make us as a community, as people, will make us stronger. Because if you think each one sees another part, each one brings to the table his way of thinking, his way of seeing, what we're going to receive. You're going to receive a complete picture. But if each one is protecting himself and fighting back, and I'm right and you are wrong, and I said the first and you said the second, we don't see anything, because each one is separated from the other. But when we work strongly to use this opposition properly, we can see things we haven't seen before. If someone is telling me something and I'm not allowing myself to listen, I want to ask myself, why? What is so hard for me to listen? When I'm asking myself this, I will see that point that I'm hiding behind, that I'm closing myself behind. And I want to learn to open this up, because maybe what the other person have to say not only will bring the truth to the table, but will help me to see something I am not capable to see by myself with my way of seeing. He has another part of the truth. Working on creating communication and love and care between people, that reveals the truth. Keeping myself, I need to protect myself. I need to think about myself, create separation. I don't see the truth. I cannot relate to the truth. Okay? So we can ask ourselves where it's hard for me, in which situation it's hard for me to listen to others, and why it's hard for me. What is the part, the voice in me that says, no, don't listen. Maybe he's better than you. Maybe he's right. So what does it make me if he's right? Wrong? No. Each one of us has another way of seeing. There's no right and wrong. There's another part of the truth. That's the only thing. And when I come to a conflict in this way, the conflict is no conflict no more. Because I'm not afraid. Because I managed to create appreciation for the other, for myself, but also for the other. And I want to listen, because I managed to work on my opposition. So then doing all this work allows me to come to that moment that I need to speak up with certainty and serenity. What's going to happen? The message that I pass will penetrate to the heart of the person. So definitely, when I'm communicating with others, it's not I feel like saying. No, it's first of all, listen to the other. See where the other person is. I want to say something, pause, ask yourself why you want to say. It's coming from your reaction. It's because you really want to help the other. If you found something that you need to change, okay, work on it. Maybe you won't need to say anything to the other because you already changed just from the fact that you changed. And maybe after a period of time, you will have to say something, maybe. So then time passed by, you did your work, you asked permission from the light, and you ask help from the light to say the right words in the right time. So then your message can penetrate to the heart of the other. And here we come to what Rav Ashlag is saying to his students. He says, if you are busy with different things, studying, teaching, praying, and you are not making an effort to build the love between you, it's like you have done nothing. And we want to remember, especially today, because love is the code that we need today to tune into that abundance of blessings that we can receive today. But more than that, it's the blessing that the universe can receive thanks to this day. Protection from all the hatred, protection from all the negativity and all the judgment. Today we can create that opening for us and for the world. So if we are making the effort to be with love, and it's not a fake love, it's doing a personal work to create that bridge between me and the other. It's okay to have a position, not to be afraid, to look inside. What is the point that is opposite? How can I listen to the other person? Don't cancel myself. And how I create that bridge between us. So it says in the Zohar, and I want to read in portion Naso, verse 106. זכה הוא בן דהשתכח מעינון השרה קדמה בבי כנשתה בגין דביו השתלים בן דהשתלים ועינון נקדשה בקדמיתה בשכינתה והיתמר והבעיה דהשתכחו השרה בזמנה חדה בבי כנשתה ולה יתו פסקי דלה יתעכב שלימוד השייפין דה ברנש בזמנה חד אבד לי קדוש ברוך הוא והתקין לי כחדה כל שייפי הדאו דכתיב הוא אסך ויקונך. We came from one soul, one person. We are going to be back as one person. So this understanding already will help us to remove the space that exists between us. We need that, so that's the first thing. Remember that we came from one, we are going to go back to one. Yes, there is a space between us now, and all the work is melting the space between us. Melting the space. We are unique because we need to be unique. Otherwise, we cannot build that one unit. We have to be special. We have to have our own colors so we can create that unique color. We need to bring ourselves so we create the whole. If I'm not saying what I should say, again, not what I want to say whenever I want to say, but as I explained before, if I don't say what I need to say, I'm not allowing that complicity to actually happen. So it's very important that I will say with the right rules, with the right way, with the right technology, but yes, to bring myself to the table. So we will reach that place that we have the whole, the complicity. So one is the understanding that we were one. Second, that it's good that we are different. Third, that it's good that there is a conflict because the conflict will help us to create the one. The third is that we want to respect the difference of opinion. We want to respect that and learn and see my personal opposition, okay? And to do all the efforts to create the bridge between the people, not to minimize myself, not to be the one, just to create the bridges between the people. Now, there is a tool or an action that helps us to activate the the similarity of form between all of us and between us and the light. And what is similar to all of us with the infinite light is the power of sharing or consciousness of sharing. So, one, when a person is sharing, he needs another person or through another person, okay? So means that the other people allows me to do the actions of sharing that I want to do. The action of sharing activates in me the power of my soul or the power of the light in me. That element is equal to everyone, to all of us. We have that power of light inside, that spark of light, not same spark, but a spark of light. So when we are working strongly, sharing is always an effort. I do hear those people that say, for me, sharing, it's easy. It's not sharing. Sharing is an effort. Okay, going out of myself is an effort. So when I'm doing that, sharing, going out of myself, seeing the other, I'm activating that spark of light inside of me. When I'm lighting up that spark, that light, and another person is doing it, we are lighting up something that is similar between us. We are becoming one. We are uniting. There is something that unites us, and it's the light inside of us. And it's the light, the infinite energy. So when a person is doing actions of sharing and going out of himself, doing an effort, what happens? It enlightens the light inside. It activates the light around us and connects us to the infinite light of the Creator. This is why actions of sharing, especially today, are so powerful. Because one, it's doing that effort to create that bridge between people. It allows to light up the form of light that exists inside of us and in our surrounding. And because of that, opens our heart to receive all the blessings and protection that Rabbi Shimon offered us and promised us in that day. We created a similarity of form with the energy of the day. Like Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said already, Ananch b'chavivut atania. I am the energy of love today. You behave with love today. So we said sharing is a powerful action, incredible tool to create that unity, to create that love, to activate what is similar between us. What happens? I create unity of form with the energy of the day, and I become a conduit of all the blessings that the light wants to give me. And I want to finish with the power of the Zohar itself. We are talking about doing all the efforts to create love and unity between people, because that's the gate of abundance. The Zohar was written in that way. And I want to read in portion אחרי מות, verse 65. דבר אחר, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים וגומר, אילני נון חבריה בשעתה דהינון, יתבין כחדה ולה מתפרסן, דה מנדה, בקדמיתה התחזון גוברי מגיחי קרבה, דבאו לקטלה, דה לדה, לבטר התהדרו ברחימותה דאחווה, קדוש ברוך הוא מה הוא אומר? הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבט אחים גם יחד, גם לאכללה עם ההון שכינתה ולא עוד, אלא הקדוש ברוך הוא עצית למיללוהי וניחה לי וחדה בהו. הדא עוד הכתיב, אז נדברו יראי השם איש אל רעהו ויקשב השם וישמע וייכתב ספר זיכרון לפניו וגומר. So powerful. When there is that love, because the Zohar the light of the Zohar, not only the words that is written here, but the light that is hidden behind those words, was possible to appear or to exist thanks to the love that happened between the friends. Did they have a opposite of opinion? Totally. Did the Rav and Keren had opposite of opinion? Totally. Look what happened. The revelation of all the teaching of Kabbalah came to the world through the Zohar, through the center. Yes, the Zohar is a great revelation, a tool to understand, but also a tool for the energy of protection and prosperity to happen. Thanks to what? Thanks to 10 people that did the personal work, overcome their personal opposition, and listened to the other person, respected their voice, and respected the voice of the other. This is thanks to that beautiful love that they had between them. The revelation of that amazing force was capable to happen. I want to leave you with this. For you to have a great connection, digest everything we just said, use the Zohar, see what kind of actions you can do to awaken even more the energy, the existence of this energy of the Zohar in your personal life and your environment. Meditate for you, meditate for the world, to awaken the energy of love in the heart of people. Sends you a lot of love from here. All the best.